Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have my thoughts on Marvel's Echo, because yes, the entire season did drop yesterday, and I've got to say, it was pretty good. You know, I really did like it. Am I kind of gutted that it didn't release weekly as I was expecting it to? Yeah, but I've got to be honest, that did lend itself to the story quite well, because it did kind of... It was one big story. Like, it could have potentially done quite well as a film, I think, as it was literally just no time gaps between episodes. It was just literally a straight-through story, so it could have potentially done quite well as a film, but as a series, it was really good on its own. And it did suit the 5-episode format that it took, which I was quite surprised about because, well, as you guys know, I'm not a big fan of the 6-episode format, as I personally find those shows sometimes a bit rushed, so I was very sceptical with a 5-episode run, but I've got to say, this series was quite good. Of course, Maya discovering her powers as a part of the Choctaw tribe was actually quite cool. Well, a descendant of the Choctaw tribe. That was really cool to see, especially with each episode, us being introduced to a different member of each generation of the Choctaw tribe, going through the centuries until the modern day, which I think was actually really cool to see that. And of course, her discovering her powers throughout the show was also really cool. And the fact that it wasn't just her who had them. In fact, her grandmother possessed them, as well as her best friend, Bonnie. Like, that was really cool to see that it wasn't just her powers. And of course, at the end, we did see kind of visions of all the previous generations of the Choctaw who carried those powers, including Maya's mother, who of course we did see get killed in the first episode. And then we got kind of a little bit of a flashback as to Maya's backstory, how she met the Kingpin, and of course, we saw a bit of a recap of Hawkeye as well, with her story in that, which I thought was really cool, and very needed, to be honest. Well, of course, it's been quite a while since Hawkeye's come out, so I'm very glad that they included that as a bit of a, hey, here's what happened to her in Hawkeye. There you go. And then, of course, seeing her upbringing by the Kingpin as well was quite cool. And, of course, seeing her relationship with her father and her eventual ostracization from her family was also quite interesting to see, and, well, by her grandmother, I should say, and how that kind of developed throughout the series. Like, that was quite cool to see them come back round. But I've got to be honest, it was a really good show. Very good. I'd say good 4 or 5 hours if you want to watch it. Characters were all really good. I really liked the Kingpin in this series. He seemed as threatening as ever, and of course, Deadpool... No, not Deadpool. Jesus, not yet. Daredevil was in episode 1, which I'm taking as a total win, because I predicted that. I predicted he'd be in there. The first episode, I got it. Granted that was the only episode he showed up in, and it was for a little quick fight scene, but he was in it. So I am taking the win that Daredevil was in episode 1. Let's go. And it really has me kind of hyped up for Daredevil Born Again, whenever that's coming out. I think that might be next year. I'm not sure at this point. Who knows now? Anything could be delayed now, of course, with the strikes only just ending a couple of months ago. So, don't know when the next show's coming out just yet. We know we have Halo coming out in a few weeks, which I'm very excited for, and there should be a trailer dropping today, so I may talk about that on the Astoundcast this weekend, should that go ahead. I'll keep you guys updated. Anyway, that's going to do it for my brief thoughts on Marvel's Echo. So please, like the video, subscribe to mine and Roxanne's channels, her link's down in the description, my button is down there. Please click both of those and then the bell icons to get both sets of our notifications. Comment as well, because why not? And let me know what you thought of Marvel's Echo, and if you're going to be watching it. And of course, please follow me on my social medias. They'll be down in the link tree in the description. Below that will be Roxanne's website. And lastly, please do share this video with all your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Goodbye!